This is Roger Hubbard and his beautiful wife Elizabeth, and tonight we're in the 10th chapter of Romans. And this is a message of being saved tonight. So, and I was mentioning, I wanted to get you a phone number so that if you haven't accepted the Lord, you could call somebody and they could walk you through it. And I think Andrew Womack's ministry is probably one of the better ones to do that, because he not only will tell you how it is to be saved, because it's all by grace, it's just faith, just ask the Lord. And but also they're great on discipleship, that is, living in the kingdom right now. Whereas many of the denominations, they want to get you saved, and then they have a lot of unbelief on the rest of the stuff. In fact, I belong to one of those religions. I call them religions. Christianity is really a walk of life. It's not a religion. It's a way of life. And you have so much power and so much wonderful things in your spirit that God gives you. Brothers, this 10th chapter now, I'll get to work. Brothers, my heart's desire and prayer to God for them, he's talking about his Jewish people, is that they may be saved. For I bear them witness that they have a zeal for God, but not according to knowledge. For being ignorant of the righteousness of God and seeking to establish their own, they did not submit to God's righteousness. For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone who believes. And what he's saying is here, it's all a grace thing. It's not a works. Your works, I don't care if you're a lot better than I am, they're still not going to get you into heaven. It's a grace thing. It's all God's gift. And once you understand that, you're on the way. For Moses writes about the righteousness that is based on the law, that the person who does the commandments shall live by them. But the righteous, based on faith, says, do not say in your heart, who will ascend into heaven, that is to bring Christ down, or who will descend into the abyss, that is to bring Christ up from the dead. But what does it say? The word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart. That is the word of faith that we proclaim. Now listen to this. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. For the scripture says, everyone who believes in him will not be put to shame. I remember my grandson, Colby, came to me and he said, Grandpa, what do I have to do to be saved? And I quoted him these verses and prayed with him. For there is no distinction between Jew and Greek, for the same Lord is Lord of all, bestowing his riches on all who call on him. For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Isn't that wonderful? You just have to call on him, that's all. How then will they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in him of whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone preaching? And how are they to preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the good news. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah says, Lord, who has believed what he has heard from us? So faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ. But I ask, have they not heard? Indeed, have they? They have. For their voice has gone out to all the earth, and their words to the ends of the world. But I ask, did Israel not understand? First, Moses says, I will make you jealous of those who are not a nation. With a foolish nation, I will make you angry. Then Isaiah is so bold as to say, I have been found by those who did not seek me. I have shown myself to those who did not ask for me. But of Israel, he says, all day long, I have held out my hands to a disobedient and contrary people. Now, friends, you just humble yourself and come to him, and he will take you in, and you will be his child. And I want you to do that. Okay, thank you.